Hi, in this video I want to teach you how to crochet this summer blouse as part of the set with the shorts. It's very easy to do, and here is the list of material you're gonna need to make it. But before I give you the list of material, I just wanted to mention, for those ones that ask me about written pattern, I don't write my patterns. I don't know how to write pattern. I don't have any for any of my pieces, so I apologize for that, but I don't know how to write them, so the pieces come from my mind to the yarn, and that's it. All I have are the videos. I'm gonna speak in Spanish now, just in case any Spanish speaking people see this video and they want to know where the Spanish is. Si están viendo este video que es en inglés, van aquí a la pantalla, en el lado derecho hay una I, le dan ahí y ahí sale el enlace de este video en español. To make this blouse, the yarn I'm going to use is Peyton Grace 100% mercerized cotton, light 3. This one has 50 grams. I don't know if I'm going to use one or two. I will let you know at the end. And the color is Cardinal, and it's a really nice yarn for this type of work, summer clothes. The crochet hook is 2 millimeters, and you're going to need 2 bra insert. This is optional, but I recommend this because that will be like a liner for your bra part of your blouse. But if you don't find this, you can cut a piece of yarn in a triangle shape and sew it to the cup of the blouse. You're gonna need some wooden beads or plastic if you don't find these ones. This one I bought at the dollar store, and so is this one. This was 1 pack and I have a lot. These ones, you're gonna use the ones that have the hole a little bigger. That way you can pass your hook through. You're gonna need tapestry needle to sew the tails, scissors, and yarn and thread to sew these to the blouse. I already made one on the bra of the blouse, and it's like this. And once I sew this in here, it will be like this. You see, it's like a liner. These ones are a little bit smaller than I anticipated, but it's okay. It will look fine there. And this one will be for a size large. So I already used 2 of the wooden beads in there. So it's very easy to do. And it looks really, really nice. So let's start showing you how to make this part. And we're gonna start through this part here, and that is of a chain of 18. So if you want to make this blouse smaller, you start with the chain of 18 as well. So you're gonna do a slip knot, and you're gonna chain 18. 1, 2, 3. I know you used to work with these thin hooks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll measure here when I have my 18. Here I have my 18 chains. Now I'm gonna place my finger there, and I'm gonna chain 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna go to the 5th chain from the hook, and I'm gonna do a double crochet. So it'll be in this one here. I'm gonna do a double crochet, and you're gonna do a double crochet on each chain space until you get to the last one. Like this. If you don't have 100% mercerized cotton and you can find bamboo yarn, you can use that one too. So I'll meet you here at the end of this row. Here I finished that row like that, half a row, because the other half in the other side. So in the same space that you did the last one, you're gonna do another double crochet, now you're gonna chain 2 for separation, and you're gonna do 2 more double crochet in that same space. And now at the same time you can lose that tail. And 2. Now you're gonna do a double crochet on each space at that strand of yarn that you have left here, and the other side at the double crochet that you did in here. So you're gonna have the same amount of double crochet on both sides. Like this. So I'll meet you then at this. If you want to make yours for a smaller size, you will do 5 rows before this design here, these 3 rows of the design. If you're doing this for a size medium, you will do 6, and this one that is a size large, I did 7 rows. And here, this is the center. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you don't like this design here, this one here, you can, and you make it a small, you will do 7 rows like this, and in row number 8 you're gonna do this last of the design. And if it's a medium, you will do a row, and the 9 will be the design, and this one is the large, that this one is number 10. Okay, so and here is number 8 and 10 are the one that had that separation. So I hope you guys understand, and anyway I'm going to show you as I work. Here I finished that first row, and it will be like this. You're going to chain 3. You're going to turn your work around, and you're going to do a double crochet on top of each double crochet until you get to that chain 2 on the top, like this. This is row number 2. Here I did a double crochet on top of the last double crochet before the chain 2 space. Now I'm gonna do 2 double crochet in the chain 2 space. I'm gonna chain 2, and I'm gonna do 2 double crochet in that same chain space of 2. And that is the increase that you're gonna do on each row. Now you're gonna do a double crochet on top of each double crochet all the way to the end of this row. It'll look like this, and this is the center here at this part. Once you finish that row, you're going to chain 3, turn your work around, and you're going to repeat from now on what you did in that second row. That's 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet, and 2 double crochet in the chain space, a chain of 2, and 2 more double crochet in the same space. And then you're going to continue on the other side with 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet until you have the desired size for this part and here. So you're going to continue doing this all the way around here, all the way to this double crochet. Before you did it in this one here, you see, now you have to go and work on those 2 that you increased there. And then in here you're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet, and then continue with your double crochet in this side. Something that I recommend, and is the best recommendation that I can give you for this, is to try it on yourself if you're making this for you. Because for example, I'm a size large and my older daughter, she's a size large, but if I'm gonna make this for her, this part here don't gonna fit her because she has bigger chest than I, and this will be too small for her. So that's the best way that you can know if this is the right size for you. So I'm gonna continue working in this one until I have my 7th row, and I will show you how to continue. Here I have my 7 row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exactly the same as I did here. So now we're gonna do this first design there. They look like little boxes, little squares. So you're gonna chain 3 plus 2 for separation. There will be 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're gonna turn your work around. You're gonna yarn over, and you're gonna skip the next double crochet, and you're gonna go to the next one and do a double crochet. Chain 2 for separation. Skip 1 double crochet and go to the next one and do another double crochet. Chain 2, yarn over, skip 1 and go to the next one and do double crochet. Like that, you're going to continue all the way around until you get here, and I will show you when I get here. I will show you how you're going to work here and how to continue on the other side. And see, it's nice and easy. Here I did a double crochet on top of the last double crochet before the chain 2 space, and here I don't gonna work in here. I don't gonna do any increase. I'm gonna chain 2, and I'm gonna do a double crochet on top of the next double crochet in here after the chain 2 space. I'm gonna chain 2. I'm gonna skip that double crochet and go to the next one and do a double crochet. Again, you're gonna chain 2 and skip that one and go to the next one and do a double crochet. Like that, you're gonna continue all the way to the end, and it will look like this. Once you finish this row with your last double crochet, you're gonna chain 3. You're going to turn your work around, and you're going to do 2 double crochet in that chain 2 space. You're going to do a double crochet on top of that double crochet. 2 double crochet in the chain space. And 1 double crochet on top of that double crochet. And you're going to continue doing all the way until you get to the tip. There we go. Until you get to this tip here. And then we're going to do, in the inside, we're going to do a double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet. So when I get here, I will show you how to work in here, and you're going to continue by yourself all the way to the other side, and we are almost done this part. Here I'm going to do a double crochet on top of this one before the square and the tip. Now in that space here, that's the one right in the tip, I'm going to do 1 double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet. And I'm gonna do a double crochet on top of this one, and I'm gonna continue doing exactly the same that I did on the other side. 2 double crochet in the chain 2 space and 1 double crochet on top at this one here, just like that. You have to make one completely of this one. So this row that I'm going to show you now, you're going to do all the way around till the tip here, and then you're going to do the strap and go on the other side, finish that one, and start the other one exactly the same. And then when you get to this point here is when you're going to attach this one to this one. So you're going to chain 1, 2, 3 plus 2, turn your work around, you're going to skip 2 double crochet, and you're going to go on top of the third one. And the third one is the one that is straight from this one and here, and you're going to do a double crochet. You're going to chain 1 and 2. I'm going to skip 2, and the third one again you're going to do a double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and the third one a double crochet. You're going to continue doing this all the way until the top of this one here, and then you're going to chain 2, do a double crochet in here, and you're going to chain 110 for the strap. If you want it longer, you can do it more. For mine, I did 110 chains, and then I will show you how to do this. But first, I'm going to show you how to attach this one to this one, and the continuation in here and the strap is exactly the same for this one. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. To finish this one, you're going to fast forward the video just a little bit, and you're going to go to the part where I'm showing how to do the strap and how to continue this side. And then when you do this one until this point, you go back and look again what I'm doing here, how to attach these two pieces together. So here, when you finish that row, you're going to chain 3, and if you find a way to attach the pieces together different than mine, go ahead and you can continue doing like mine the rest. But this is the way I'm going to attach mine. So I'm going to grab this one that is already finished, and I'm going to go on top of this double crochet here, and I'm going to do a slip stitch to attach them together. Now I'm going to do 2 slip stitch in that one that I finished here, and I chain 2 space here, 1, and the 2 is right on top of that double crochet, and then I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to come to this one that I'm working, and I'm going to count 1, 2, and then the third one that is right on top of that one there, I'm going to do a double crochet. There will be like that. So now you're going to go back again to this one here that you already finished, and then you chain 2 space, you're going to do 2 slip 1, 2 slip stitches, and the second is right on top of that double crochet, like that, yarn over, come to this one and do a double crochet, and this one it will be like this. So again, you're going to do 2 slip stitch, you're going to continue doing this until you have this piece close here to your desired length. So yarn over again, you're going to skip 1 and 2, and then the third one right on top of that one, you're going to do a double crochet. It's a little thick in here, not a lot, but in here is even this part here. Okay, and the squares are, you see. So I'm going to continue off camera doing the amount I want here, and I'll let you know how many I do for mine, and from there I'm going to continue showing you how you're going to do the strap. For mine, I did 6 double crochet or 5 little of these square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochet. Here, to secure this one here, you know, where you finish that one, you're gonna go back, you did that one in that side, you're gonna go back to this one. This is the piece that's already done, and you're gonna do a slip stitch in that same space where you work that stitch. In that same double crochet, you're gonna do slip stitch. That is to secure this one here, that way it's not open. When you put it on, you have an open stitch. Now you're gonna chain 2, 1 and 2, yarn over, and you're gonna come here and you're gonna count 1, 2, and then the third one you're gonna do a double crochet. You're gonna chain 2, yarn over, 1, 2, and then the third one a double crochet. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the third one a double crochet. Like that, you're going to continue all the way to the tip. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and it looks amazing. You see? it's nice and secure in there. You don't get a loose double crochet. So you're going to continue all the way to the tip here, and I'll show you how to do the strap. Here I did my double crochet on top of the last one here, so I am on the tip. I had that double crochet there. So you're gonna chain 1 and 2, and you're gonna go to that chain 2 space, and you're gonna do a double crochet, and now you're gonna chain 110 for the strap. So I'll meet you here when I have my 110, and it's time to put the 2 little beads at the end. I have my 110. Now we're gonna put the beads. I'm gonna start by pulling this a little bit, this loop, and I'm gonna grab the darker one. That is the one in the tip. This is the one, and I'm gonna pass that loop through the bead. I'm gonna pull this a little big, that way it's not pulling. Okay, that loop. So I'm gonna come here to the chain space, and I'm gonna do a slip stitch like this, and the bead is in. I pull this. I don't want this to be too tight. You want it nice and loose, but not too loose. And I did a slip stitch too high. I'm doing the one under. Like this. Perfect. Like that. Now I'm gonna grab this one, and I'm gonna pass it through my needle. Just a sec. Like that. You pass it through your needle or your crochet hook. Nah. Oh, and of course this happens when you are recording. So you're gonna come here again around 2 chains of a space, and you pass it through, and you're gonna do a slip stitch through the bead and that loop like that. And then you're gonna come here again around the second chain, and you're gonna do a slip stitch just like that, and you're gonna do a single crochet in every space of this chain until you get to the last one, and a single crochet all the way down like this. And like that's how I put my beads. And you're gonna single crochet all the way until here. So when I get there, I will show you how to continue on the other side. Here I got to the last chain. Now I'm gonna yarn over, and I'm gonna go to the same chain to space, and I'm gonna do a double crochet. And now the strap is nice and centered. So I'm gonna chain 2, and I'm gonna work exactly like I did here. Is a 1 in between those 2. So I'm gonna have 1 in between those 2. You're gonna 1, and then the second, start on top at the post underneath there. You're gonna do a double crochet. Now the rest are chain 2. You leave 1 and 2, and then the third one right on top of that one, you're gonna do your double crochet. And like that, you're gonna continue chaining 2, and let's keep those 2, and then the third one until the end. And like this, you're gonna do the strap by the first one. You know, you're gonna create a first one, and then you're gonna do the second one and attach them as I show you how to attach this one. And then you're gonna continue working until here, and I will meet you when I get here. And this is what I have left of my first ball of yarn. The stitch that we're gonna do here is multiple of 4, so you have to make sure that what you have here is multiple of 4, and plus what we're gonna add in here, that is it will be this stitch in here to make it a little bit bigger in the back, and to have a base to work the bottom. So here my piece is multiple of 4 for this size, the size I made it. So if I count, I will start 1, 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. You see? And then I start again, 1 2 1 2 3 4, and like that. For mine it's multiple 4, so I know what I have to do here is multiple 4. I don't have to do a plus any. If you are missing one stitch here to have a multiple of 4, you can add here. If you had to add 4, you will add 5. That way that extra one will be part of this when you start. And the same on the other side, you will add one more. And if you're missing 2 on each side, you will make 6 at the stitch I'm gonna show you. So I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So you're gonna chain 3 plus 2, 1 2 3, and 1 and 2 for separation. You're gonna turn your work around, and this counts as the first row of 12 that I'm gonna do for mine. Like this. Chain 2. I'm gonna top of the double crochet. I'm gonna do this for 6 and 6 double crochet like that. You can do it more if you want it more high the side of the blouse, but for me with 6 is enough. So 1 2, a double crochet, 1 2, another double crochet, and I think that's 5, and 1 2, and a double crochet here. That's 6, I think. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now you're gonna chain 3 plus 2, 1 2 3, and 1 and 2 for separation. You're gonna turn your work around, and you're gonna do a double crochet here, chain 2, and a double crochet like that. You're gonna continue until you have the length for your piece. For mine gonna be 12 of these. Here I did 12, but I think it's not long enough for me. I think it's too short. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave what I have left of my first ball of yarn, and I'm gonna leave it there. And with the new one, I'm gonna work on the other side. I'm gonna work 12. I'm gonna measure on my body, and if I found that it's too open in the back, I will do 4 more, 16 in total, and 16 in the other side. And if I found that it's still too small, I will do 4 more. So if you don't have a little piece like this left, so roll, you know, do a little bit of a ball like this, and cut it and leave it in the side. Or you can try it around by putting this in the front and measure in the back of your to see how far it go in one side, and then you will know if you need to do some more. So for the other side, I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna count 1 2, and then the third one here, I'm gonna start working my other side. I tried it on with those 12, and it fit perfect, because when I pull it out a little bit, like I'm gonna close it in the back, it's perfect here in the front, because I don't want this to be loose, that when I put it on, this part here is, you know, like I want it to fit well, and 12 is perfect. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish with this little piece of yarn. I'm gonna chain 1, cut the yarn, and if I need a little piece of yarn, I will use it later. I will attach to the end of that one this little piece. I put it there in my basket, and here's a little basket that I bought at the dollar store that I put things in it, like my measuring tapes and stuff. So, or if I go out and I do in a small project, I just, with a little small ball of yarn, I take it in there. So I'm gonna start working now in this side with this ball. Now we're gonna work on the bottom part of the piece, and this is the wrong side. I finished, and this first row is in the wrong side. I know that it's the wrong side because here in the seam here, the thing is a little thicker in this side here, and it looks really nice. So I'm gonna start here, with a chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3. This is a very easy stitch, so we're gonna do 2 double crochet in the first square. Now in the next square we're gonna do a V-stitch, so you're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. In the next square you're gonna do 2 double crochet together. So in the next square you're gonna do the V-stitch, that is okay, missing one strand, that is 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet in the same square. And the next one you're gonna do 2 together. And then the next one again the V-stitch, 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet, and in the next one you will do 2 together. Like that you're going to continue all the way until here, to this one here, and then I will show you how you're going to work these 2, and in here you're going to finish with a 2 together. When you get to the row of the all double crochet, and the first one here is where you're going to do this stitch, and this one's here, and at the same time I'm going to lose that tail. It's looking good so far. Look how nice that look. So here in the center we're gonna do the V-stitch, but we're gonna do half in here and half in the other one, and I'm gonna do this time just in this one, in this row, 3 double crochet, a chain 2 and a 3 double crochet in the other space, just in this one, that way there is no a big separation here, and look, empty that space. So 3 in this space, chain 2 and 3 in this one. 1, 2 and 3. And remember the tail in the beginning that I said that I'm going to leave just in case I needed to place attach the 2 together in the center? Well, I still have that tail here, and maybe with that tail I will later, maybe, it's not for sure, I will put some of these in here, like this, you know? Who knows? This is maybe if I you see, or more, that would be more close. Maybe just in here, in the space here and in here. So maybe. So after that, what you're gonna do in here, you're gonna continue exactly as you did here. Let me remove that tail out of my way. You're gonna come here in this space of double crochet, and you're gonna do your 2 together, and in the next space here you're gonna do the V-stitch, and like that you're gonna continue all the way to the end, and I will meet you here to show you what to do in the next row. So here I'm gonna finish this row. I did my 2 double crochet in the last square, but I'm gonna finish here in the chain 3 with the double crochet. And always we're gonna finish with double crochet or start with a chain 3 each row, and that's the border here to be nice and straight. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. We're going to turn our work around, and this is the right side of the piece. So now we're going to do 2 front posts, This one and this one, they will be work as a front post. So you go like that, and you're gonna do 2 front posts, 1 and 2. And you're gonna work inside that V stitch. You're gonna do another V stitch. So you're gonna do 2 double crochet, you're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna do 2 more in the same space. Alright. So now you're gonna go here to the 2 double crochet. No, these 2, these are part of the V stitch. You're gonna do the 2 that you did together, and you're gonna do 2 front posts. One and 2, and my yarn is splitting. So 2 like that. So in the next space, you're gonna go to the chain 2 space here, and you're gonna do your V stitch. I want to do the set for this with this stitch. I'm gonna do pair shorts, and I've done shorts before, but I wanted to do with this stitch as well. So it will be after this. So you're gonna go here to these 2, and you're gonna do them front post. So you're gonna continue doing this, working the V stitch and the front post all the way to the end. And start to look amazing. And here in the center where you did the 3 and 3, you're gonna do the V stitch in here. Okay, so all the way to I finished that row with the double crochet on top of the chain 3. So I'm gonna chain 3 again, 1, 2 and 3. I'm gonna turn my work around, and now we're gonna work in the inside of the piece. So you're gonna do 2 back post double crochet, that's 1 and 2 back post, and now you're gonna work on the chain 2 space, and you're gonna do that stitch again. You're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet in the same space. Like that. And now you're gonna do 2 back post double crochet. On the right side they will be front post, and when you work in the inside they will be back post. And it will look like this. I have my glasses tangled up. It will look like this once you look on the right side like that. So you're going to continue working this stitch all the way to the end. You will chain 3. You know, you will finish with the double crochet. And you will chain 3, turn your work around, and you will do 2 front posts and the V stitch, 2 front posts and the V stitch, and when you get to the end, you repeat this row again. So it will be the repetition at those 2 rows until you have the desired length for your piece. Once I finish mine off camera, I will let you know how many rows I will give to mine, and after that I will show you how we're going to finish here in the back, this part here, and we'll be done. So far what I've done is this, and I'm here, and this one is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 row, and I'm gonna grab another ball of yarn. So this will be the third one. Is using a little more yarn than I thought, but remember these ones are only 50 grams. So the one that's gonna take a lot is gonna be the pair of shorts, because it's gonna be the same design as this. So I'm gonna continue with my work. This is what I have left of my third ball of yarn, and something that I want to recommend. If you only have 3 balls of yarn and you're gonna start using the third one, first do a chain long enough to close the back here, either you're closing just this little piece or you're closing the entire piece, do the chain, do single crochet, and then cut your yarn and start working with the leftover at that ball of yarn. That way you don't run out of yarn at the end, and then you don't gonna have enough to close your piece in the back. It's not the case for me because I have more yarn and I have more out there for the pair of shorts that I want to make. So far I've done 12 rows. I'm gonna try it on. If that's the length that I want for mine, I will do a chain, cut the yarn, loose the tail, and then I'll show you the end result. 12 rows are perfect, so I'm gonna chain 1, cut the yarn, loose the tail, and I will show you how to do the strap. For mine, I'm only gonna close this part here, you know, this here, so I don't have to be too long, but long enough. I'd rather to have a little extra than too short. So you're gonna do a slip knot, and then you're gonna do your chain long enough. And then after that, remember, you're going to do single crochet. You don't want a thin chain like that. And you can put at the end some of the wood beads, like the one that I put there in the straps. You can put some in this one. So I'll let you know how many chain I will do for mine and how to continue. Here I have 220. Like I mentioned, I'd rather to be a little bit longer than too short. When you do the little bow in the back, you don't have enough, and then you don't have enough yarn. So it's better to have extra. So I'm gonna chain 1 to turn my work around, and I'm gonna do a single crochet on each chain space. I don't gonna put any of the wooden bead in the back of mine because when I put on this blouse and I sit down and I rest my back on the seat, I don't want the beads to be uncomfortable on my back. But that's optional. If you want to put it on, go ahead and put it on. So you're gonna do a single crochet on each space. So remember to make sure to do this. If you don't have a lot of yarn, do this first. That way you don't have to undo your work for more yarn. Once you finish here, you will chain 1, cut the yarn, loose those 2 tails, and put it on your blouse. This and the strap in the back. And I will show you how to put the wooden bead on the front. Here I finish, I crisscross it and do a bow. It looks really nice. And now I'm going to show you how to put the wooden beads on the front. Here I have 3 of the lighter beads and 4 of the darker ones, and that's for one side. This is the strand of yarn that I have in the back. I pass it through the front with my tapestry needle. I'm going to pass one of the darker beads, and I'm going to put it here. I'm going to leave like 2 in between and put it under, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm going to bend this one up, so like 4 in between each, like that. So now I'm going to get a lighter one. I'm going to pass it through. So I'm going to leave 1 and 2, and I'm going to go under. I'm going to leave 1, 2, 3, 4. That way it's exactly the same distance. And now I'm going to go with the darker one. And I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to do 1 and 2 and go under. And I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to bring it up. And like that, you're going to continue until you have put on all the beads. So I start with the darker one and I will finish with the darker one, because now I will put a lighter one, and then in the darker one, a lighter one, and then a darker one on the top. And like that, I'm gonna do the other side. Now with a needle and red thread, I'm gonna sew this cup in here, you know, in the 3 corners. Like you're gonna do it like you are sewing a regular garment, you know, by hand. Just sew it in this side that you don't see it in the other side. And that's why I'm using the red yarn, because you can hide it better. So I will do this off camera and I'll show you the result. Here I already sewed this to my blouse, and I only did a few stitches in each corner. You hardly see them, and that is the trick. That way you don't see it in this size. And now I'm gonna put it on my model and I'll show you the end result. And remember, my model is a smaller size than the blouse. This one is size large, the model is like a medium size. Well, here is the end result, and I hope you guys like it and give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And if you make this set, or the blouse, or the short, and you want to send me some picture, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Stedman, or you can find me in my Instagram, Ruby Stedman Crochet. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.